Hi there. I'm Claudia McMullin. I am the founder of Hugo Coffee Roasters, and I wanted to take an opportunity to introduce myself today to you all and to talk a little bit about how I founded Hugo Coffee Roasters and the story behind how it came about. So, this is like my fifth career. I was an attorney for 25 years, 10 of which were on Wall Street, and in 1999 I decided to quit my Wall Street law firm job, sell my apartment, and move to Park City, Utah. Without a job, I just bought a house, sold my apartment, and moved to Park City, Utah. Didn't want to be a lawyer, got here, decided, it's kind of what I know how to do. So instead of trying something new immediately, I just practiced law as little as humanly possible to pay the bills and skied and hiked and biked and had a ball. I had a great time. But I was always looking for that next thing. What was I going to do with my life to give my life some meaning? Particularly, I wanted to give my life some meaning. So I tried a few things. First, I ran an animal rescue because I'm a mad animal lover. I ran the rescue, which is now known as Nuzzles and Company, and back then it was known as Friends of Animals Utah. I did that for a couple of years and thought, oh, well, that's totally my dream job. But it didn't turn out to be my dream job because at the end of the day, there's one core truth I know about me. I am an animal lover, not an animal rescuer. I cannot handle the stories of abuse and neglect. I can't see abuse and neglect. I can't watch a television show where an animal gets hurt, any kind of animal. And I've never been able to for as long as I can remember. So my Friends of Animals stint was not the perfect job. So the next thing I did was I ran for public office, and I was a Summit County councilor for 2 terms. I like to say in with Obama, out with Obama. So I retired in 2016 from the county council. But during my tenure on the council, there was a year when I was the chair of the county council. And in that role, I sat on a number of local boards and nonprofits and things like that. And one of the boards was our chamber bureau. So I was on the executive committee of the chamber. We were having our December end of year meeting, and the ED of the chamber was telling us that the coffee shop that was located inside the beautiful new visitor information center that was just opened the prior year, that the coffee provider had decided not to renew their lease. And I thought, well, that's a travesty. It's just awful because this is where I used to go to all my meetings. I would meet with constituents. I was dabbling a little bit in law at the same time. And so I would meet with clients there because what I loved about it, it was bright. I could read a document. I wasn't sitting on top of people. It was fantastic. But I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. What do you mean the coffee person's not coming back? That's terrible. So I said, you got to call this person, this person, this person. And Bill's like, I did. Nobody's interested. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went home to my husband and I said, well, I could do that. So I decided to buy the coffee shop. So I did. So I bought the coffee shop, I bought the equipment, and I renamed the coffee shop after my dog, Hugo, who I got from Friends of Animals when I was the ED. And I got Hugo, I'm a foster fail, total foster fail. I got Hugo at 3 weeks, not months, 3 weeks, bottle feeding him. He was the cutest thing ever. No way was I giving him up. So Hugo was my beloved pet, who I then named a coffee shop after. So we called it Hugo Coffee because in the community, people knew my name. They also knew that I was a mad animal lover because of my Friends of Animals connection. So it was Hugo Coffee Shop. So I own Hugo Coffee Shop. I start running it. I hire a great barista from the prior provider. She teaches me the biz. I hire my kids. Bada bing. I'm off to the races running a coffee shop. I was still on the county council simultaneously at that time. So what happens next? I decide, well, I'm never going to pay the mortgage on a coffee shop inside a visitor information center. I'm going to start a roasting company. That's what I'm going to do. And I waited so the roaster from the prior provider, the prior coffee shop company was named Silver Bean Coffee. The roaster there, his name is John. John is a very talented roaster. Silver Bean Coffee got sold to a distribution company. When that happened, I knew immediately that my prices were going to go up, my quality was going to go down. So I decided, well, I'm going to just start a roasting company. Now, in the meantime, John is now roasting coffee that he's not happy about roasting. He doesn't want to roast. He wants to roast fantastic coffee, and he was not happy with what was going on at this distributor. So I let him get kind of unhappy. And I waited 3 months, and then I called him in August of 2015. And I said, do you want to start a roasting company with me? And you'll be the head roaster, and you'll do all the roast, the whole side of the business. That's going to be yours. And he was like, hell yeah. So we did. We launched Hugo Coffee Roasters. Well, I incorporated in August 2015. We bought the equipment, we bought the roasting machine, we installed it, and we were ready to go. We were off to the races in December 2015. So then I named the company Hugo Coffee Roasters. Why? Because vertical integration. I've got a coffee shop named Hugo. Now I've got a roasting company named Hugo. And they were two different companies, by the way. The coffee shop was a different company from Hugo Coffee Roasters LLC, which is the roasting company. Okay, now I'm in business. And I'm starting cooking with gas, and we're getting hospitality accounts, and isn't this great? And then I had this epiphany in the shower 2 years later. So originally when I started Hugo Coffee Roasters, I wanted it to be, my differentiator was, in addition to the quality of the coffee, which is really high quality coffee, the other differentiator was I wanted to be the anti-hipster coffee company. I wanted it to be friendly, approachable. My bags are fun. My bags are 4-color print. I mean, I did that from the very beginning. I wanted bags to pop off shelves. I wanted it to be super fun and a great, approachable coffee roasting company. So that's what I did. Now a year goes by, and I'm hearing rumblings that the coffee roaster Campos Coffee is coming to the United States. Campos is basically a high-end Peet's coffee of Australia. So I knew that coming into the state was going to be for the first entry into the United States market happened to be in Park City, Utah, of Campos Coffee. And I knew, what the hell, with their buying power? I mean, how am I going to compete with that? Right? So I'm thinking, and I'm in the shower, and I said, I know, my natural differentiator is that my coffee company is named after my dog, and I'm a huge animal lover. So I decided to rebrand the Hugo Coffee Roasters into an animal welfare missioned coffee company. So since that time, we have been the female founded, WeBank certified coffee roaster located in Park City, Utah, whose mission is to save animals by selling fantastic fair trade organic coffee nationwide. And that's how that all happened. Now, I have been in business in Hugo Coffee Roasters since, we've been producing since December 2015. We've added some fun products. We keep adding products. We keep bulking up our Shopify. You can find us online at hugo.coffee. I'm sold on Amazon. We're sold in various grocery chains around the country, and we have a robust presence in the Wasatch back and Wasatch front with our B2B customers. So that's the story of how Hugo Coffee Roasters began. And here we are today, 7 years in, still donating to animal welfare organizations every week, which is, by the way, what we're going to talk about the next time I do a live stream, which is going to be next week. So you can hear all about how I fulfill our animal welfare mission. And it's the best. I love how we do it. So stay tuned. And thank you for your time. And thank you for supporting Hugo Coffee. And thanks for watching this. Okay.